Hey everyone. Let me just double check. Yep. Hey everyone. Welcome to a new show that I need to start doing. Wow, that's crazy. So, those of you who can hear me, as always, my name is Jay, and today I am at Canada's Wonderland near Toronto. It's near Toronto. Anybody knows it's actually in Vaughan or Richmond Hill, but yeah. So you want to see what I can see? This is crazy. Like, look at this. People screaming on roller coasters. There's a roller coaster over there. It's craziness. Look at this. That's cool. That's what I can see, people. So today, I'm going to start a new show that what I want to do is I'm going to start doing a vlog. And sometimes I'm just going to do rants. And today's a rant. Now, here's the thing. I was just buying some food. And now anybody knows if you buy food at an amusement park, that it's expensive. A meal and a drink this size costs like 10 bucks Canadian. Those of you in Australia, I have no idea how much it was going to be. So, here's the thing. Now, the people behind me were just complaining, and they were complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining about the food costs. And I thought to myself, wow, if you are upset with the food costs here, you should try GW products. And that's what made me start thinking of this rant. So I decided that I'm going to film it. Just a little bit, so see what's filming. Ooh, look at all this stuff. It's all stuff. Cool. So, that's what got me started thinking about this rant. And I'm going to do a quick video, and I want to talk about it. So, a lot of you have asked me in the past, since my job is to test and to paint a lot of models, and then I play with them for mini wargaming. Now, anyway, you guys know I do battle reports for miniwargaming.com. Check it out. J-Night Battle Reps. So, my question I get a lot is Games Workshop too expensive? And that's a very good question, because every year there's the annual price hike, and now models are being released that are still like $140 Canadian. The Wraith Knight was just released for the Eldar Codex. It's $140, and limited edition codices now are like hundreds of dollars too. And now they just announced the Space Marines are coming up. So there's a roller coaster. This is a really random spot to do a vlog, but I'm having fun. Let's see if anybody likes this video. Still recording? Yep. Sorry, it's gonna be a little steady cam. So, I'm gonna go over here. Why not? There's another roller coaster over there. Ooh. So, is Games Workshop too expensive? That is a good question. And I get it a lot, as I mentioned, because every year they get more and more expensive, as I mentioned. So, I used to be, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So, I used to be an ecologist, and, well, I was an ecology student. And in ecology, you're always taught to look at a problem from multiple levels. Typically, like if I was to look at a population, I would also look at the individual level. Individual, population, and then perhaps even the community level. So, I think the answer to this question, in my opinion, is twofold. First, we have to look at the individual, and second, we have to look at the population. So let's first look at the population, just because it's larger. Now, if you were to look at the population level and say, is Games Workshop products too expensive? I would actually say the answer, unfortunately, is no. They're not too expensive. They are expensive, but not too expensive. Because people are just looking at me randomly, but I don't care, I'm vlogging. This is going to be fun. So the reason why I'm saying that is because people still buy their products. They do. People buy Games Workshop products. If you don't believe me, go to your local gaming store. If it's a Games Workshop, if it's J&J Cards in Kitchener or Waterloo, which is a great place, any other place, go to there, day of launch. And what you'll find is, no products will be there at the end of the day. Why? People still buy the products. In 2 weeks, a new codex is going to drop for Space Marines. People are still going to buy the codex. They are. They're going to buy the limited edition. They're going to buy the normal. They're going to buy everything. Right? So people are still looking at me weirdly. This is fun. So, they're going to buy it. That's what I'm saying. This is just a random idea of me talking. So, and if people are buying the products, right, as a population, it doesn't matter if I'm not buying a codex, someone else, Steve, is going to buy the codex. And if Steve buys the codex is sold. Games Workshop is happy. They've made their quota. They're happy, right? And that price is therefore justified to Games Workshop. So on a population level, we are screwing each other over by still purchasing their products. And the worst thing is, a lot of people are getting out of the hobby, but when they get out of the hobby, they sell their models to another person who then in turn buys more models and more products. So therefore, on a population level, it is not too expensive. And that's my argument. Now, you could disagree with me. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Now, let's look at the same question on the individual level. And on an individual level, people ask me, is it too expensive? And I say, the answer is actually probably too expensive. Because on an individual level, many people I know are not in the hobby anymore. It's too expensive. Almost every one of my friends has gotten out of the hobby. They are. They're no longer in it. It is just too expensive. And that's the thing. I'm just going to walk around and do stuff and see what happens in this vlog. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't work out. And there go people. This is the fun part. So, for example, I know many people who've gotten out of the hobby. It's just way too expensive. You can't afford a $140 model. So, on the individual level, yes, Games Workshop is too expensive. That's it. Because if it's too expensive for someone to leave, then it is too expensive. But on a population level, they're going to be good. Because if I don't buy their products today, Steve's going to go buy them today. And if Steve buys them, they're just as happy. They don't care if Jay buys their products or Steve buys their products, as long as their products are sold. So that, I think, sums up my argument in a nutshell. Population level, not too expensive because people still buy their products. On an individual level, yes. For most people now, it's getting too expensive, or it's bordering on the expensive. And I live in Canada. It's expensive here, but nothing compared to you Australian people. I always look out for you Australian people, so I'm going to send prizes soon. I'm going to do prizes soon for my YouTube channel, and I hope an Australian wins it, because then that Australian person gets a good deal. So that is my first J Rant vlog. Now, I really hope you guys don't mind this steady. You know, in the future, I might do it with an actual steady hand. And in some places, that's not an amusement park. But I really hope you enjoyed it. That's just my point of view. Obviously, I could be wrong. I honestly, it's just my opinion. If you disagree with it, or if you agree with me, if you want to add to this conversation, leave a comment in the comment section down below. I really hope you enjoyed this rant. And yeah, till next time, this is Jay saying, happy painting, everyone.